Welcome guys, thank you so much for joining in. Yes, you read that right. Today in this video, we are not only going to talk about Bitcoin price action, but we are also going to look into Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. So for all the meme coin holders, this video is specially for you. But first thing first, we are going to look into price action of Bitcoin because according to this price analysis, as you can see in a daily time frame, we are going to stick with it because we are aware the price here around this 62 to 63,000, there is a strong line of resistance for Bitcoin because according to this previous example, as you can see before breaking here to the upside, the price of Bitcoin was forming this descending channel or even this bull flag, and once the previous resistance line got broken, only then we started this new rally here to the upper direction. I mean the actual price movement. And in our case, since we were also forming this pretty similar scenario, not just only the breakout from this descending channel or this bull flag, but dead cat bounce scenario played out here as well. And in our case, you can see this dead cat bounce scenario has also already played out, and we have said we could be expecting some more range bound type of scenario before price actually starts breaking here to the upward direction, because the scenario of price breaking here to the upside is more likely than to the downward direction at this current stage, because we are aware not just only because of this one scenario, but also if you look at this falling wedge type of scenario that is also playing out right now with price action of Bitcoin, because according to this falling wedge, as you can see here, as soon as the previous temporary raise line was flipped into support, right, we started this new trend here to the upward direction. And again, before starting a new move here to the upside, we also started forming another falling wedge type of scenario, right? You can see, and this temporary raise line, once we were able to flip it into support, we started this new move here, just like from the past Bitcoin price action. And now if you look in our case, guys, falling wedge, this line here is a strong line of resistance and we have already broken out of it. So if we are able to find support above this upper line area of this falling wedge, right, then there is a very likely scenario that this trend is also going to continue this rally here to the upward direction, because this pullback what we are witnessing right now with price action Bitcoin could be a retest of this temporary resistance line, right, before price start breaking here to the upper direction, because in most of the cases price usually comes back to retest the previous temporary resistance line before moving again here to the upper direction, just like here from the past Bitcoin price action. You can see here, right, really nice impulsive movement as soon as we broke out of this upper line area of this falling wedge. So let's see how these scenarios are going to play out, because not just only this descending channel breakout or even this bull flag type of breakout scenario is indicating the price of Bitcoin could be ready for another movement, but also this 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern, because as we can see, according to the 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern, as soon as we break out of this 0.2 area, the price should be starting this new move here to the upper direction. And in our case, since the 0.2 has already been broken and also the price of Bitcoin is doing pretty similar to what we have showed here as an example, as you can see, right, the first target was around 62,000 that has been reached, but the final target is still open, which is lying around 72,000 price area. So let's see how these scenarios are going to play out here in the immediate short term and also in the upcoming days, because doesn't matter whichever scenario I show you right now, guys, the price of Bitcoin could still be in favor of bulls, even though if we would see any sort of a smaller shakeout in our price action, because we are aware according to this bump and run reversal pattern, as you can see, this falling trend line is a strong line of resistance, but this resistance, once it's going to be flipped into support, the price usually start this new move here to the upside, also known as uphill run. And in our case, if you look at this price structure, you can see we have broken out of this previous temporary resistance line. We even came back to retest this, just like as shown in example, and now we could be starting this new movement. And as you can see, the price of Bitcoin is also starting this new uphill run. So even in this example, you can see there will be more shakeout on our way, but the probability of price continue to the upside is very higher than to the downward direction, even if there are going to be some more shakeout on our way, guys. So these are some of the scenarios I want you to understand for now. And if we do see any sort of a bigger pullback in price action Bitcoin, we are aware this 58,000 price range around this lower line area of this falling wedge, also the CPR line, the monthly R2 line, as you can see here, this line, which is also lying around 58,000, and not just only that, also the previous high area between this 58 to 59,000, these lines are definitely going to be extremely important support line for Bitcoin, which is lying around 58 to 59,000 here in the immediate short term. And now let's have a quick look at Dogecoin. And also guys, let me make you aware, we have around $4,700 bonus available for our community members from BYBIT and Phemex. If you like to trade Bitcoin, then feel free to use this BYBIT referral, which is giving around $3,500 bonus to our community member. And if you like to trade altcoin, then you can use this Phemex referral, which is giving around $1,200 bonus. So this is a great opportunity. Try grabbing it. So now let's switch into other chart. So guys, now I am going to keep it very simple for Dogecoin, because if you look at this price structure in a weekly time frame, what can we see? The price of Dogecoin looks like it is forming a very nice double bottom type of scenario, because if you look at these lower line areas, really nice double bottom type of scenario in a weekly time frame. So this is indicating, hey, if the price of Dogecoin is going to flip this neckline resistance into support, right, then we could be preparing for another massive movement that could bring the price around this 50 cent. Why? Because you can see here, double bottom, price started this new rally, got rejection and formed this neckline, right? And when we saw this price retracement, you can see again before starting this rally here to the upside, this week here also got rejected exactly after reaching the neckline area, right? You can see here, we got a rejection exactly around this 0.33 or 33 cent area. So that is also indicating right now, if the price of Dogecoin is going to break this resistance and flip it into support, this could be an indication the trend here could be potentially continuing to the upper direction. Because from this neckline, if you simply look at the price target here to the downside, you can see guys, the price of Dogecoin could be heading towards this 48 to 50 cent price area here in the upcoming days. So in a weekly, as you can see, first the neckline resistance, which is lying around 33 cent to 32 cent, must be flipped into support for this trend continuation here to the upper direction. Because if you look at this, not just only in a double bottom, but also in a bit different way, you can simply add this one scenario which I just showed you guys. This actually looks like 1, 2, 3 reversal type of scenario. And in 1, 2, 3 reversal, you can see the 0.3 area is always going to be higher than the previous low, right? So in our case, you can see this is going to be 0.1, this is going to be 0.2, and this here is the 0.3, just like as shown in the example. So now if we break the neckline of this 0.2, just like with the double bottom, right, the neckline of 33 to 32 cent, this line must be flipped into support. Because if we do flip this resistance into support, also according to this 1, 2, 3 reversal, just like here with Bitcoin price action, right, you can see the price of Dogecoin will start this new rally here to the upper direction. And if we look at this in a daily time frame, let me show you another interesting scenario that could be playing out here. Because if you look at this falling trend line, guys, and monitor this price movement a bit carefully, this here also looks like a very nice symmetrical triangle breakout type of scenario, because the price of Dogecoin here has already broken out of this previous temporary resistance line. As you can see here, this line was a strong line of resistance, and now since we have already broken out of it and also seeing some sort of a pullback, this pullback could be a retest of this previous temporary resistance line, right? You can see this line could be retested, and if the support is going to be there around this 25 to 26 cent, then this could also indicate the trend here is more probably going to continue this rally here to the upper direction. So that's why the previous example what I showed you with this double bottom or even this 1, 2, 3 reversal could be indicating the trend of Dogecoin could continue as soon as we break out of this neckline area that is lying around 32 to 33 cent. So this is what I wanted to show you regarding Dogecoin. And now let's also have a quick look at Shiba Inu. So guys, now if we look at this Shiba Inu in a weekly time frame, there is no way we can do any kind of technical analysis in this kind of chart. So let's switch this into daily time frame. So in a daily, nothing much to see here. So what I'm actually going to do is flip this into 4-hour time frame, because in a 4-hour time frame, I can show you one very interesting scenario that could be playing out right now for Shiba Inu if you look at this Shiba Inu price structure, you can see here, guys, before we broke here to the upside, first, let me show you a pretty similar scenario what we are also witnessing here with price action. So if you look at this price structure, you can see when we had this really parabolic move, you can see a bigger correction also followed right after that. But if you follow this price structure, you can see buyers stepped in, right? You can see buyers stepped in, and again after that, price started consolidating, and this consolidation lasted a bit longer before it showed a breakout type of scenario. I mean, if you look at this price structure carefully, you can see, guys, the price of Shiba Inu was forming this more of a symmetrical triangle breakout type of scenario, right? You can see here, and the price here got a perfect breakout type of structure as soon as we broke out of this upper line. Here we have this symmetrical triangle, right? And now if you look at this price structure and just monitor the price movement which I showed you here, let me make it again a simple example for you guys, right? Just this similar fractal. If you look at this fractal here, you can see this similar scenario could be also playing out. And if this actually does plays out, a breakout here in this manner, then you can see we are expecting more of a range bound type of scenario, right, for the immediate short term. So what we are expecting for Shiba Inu right now is more of a range bound type of scenario, consolidation inside this symmetrical triangle scenario. And if we do see an actual symmetrical triangle formation taking place, right, and also breaking the previous temporary waistline into support, then the price of Shiba Inu could be ready for another huge movement here in the upper direction. If we do see any sort of a shakeout on our way, I think this could also be absolutely fine after this kind of massive price movement, because you can see here, if you simply take this Fibonacci line from this swing low till this swing high, you can see, guys, the price retraced till 0.5 line, right, this Fibonacci retracement line, and always stayed above it before continuing this rally here to the upper direction. And in our case, if we do the same also here, you can see before we started breaking here to the upside, we also came at this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement line and started again heading it to the upside, just like this one here. But if you do see any sort of a bigger pullback, then the 0.382 Fibonacci line is going to be a strong line of support, just like here. So as long as the price of Shiba is going to stay above this 0.382 in immediate short term, we could expect some more range bound type of scenario before price chooses an actual trend direction. But the hype is really crazy right now regarding Shiba and Dogecoin. Maybe this trend could actually continue here to the upper direction. So guys, these are some of the scenarios I thought sharing with you in today's episode. If you enjoyed my work, then please hit the like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. By saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.